Jobs on the bench today. I've got a Triumph crank to look at, and I've got a Triumph primary case, primary drive case. That's got a broken off bolt in there, looks like an Allen bolt, and it's had a little bit of welding things on it for like a drain plug on it, a level plug. So I've got to sort that one out, just get that out there, that's all he wants. The crankshaft, I'll just do a bit of hand camera work again. I've had to remove the plug there for the sludge trap, so I've got that out. All I did for that was, let me just put the camera down. I've got a big Vera screwdriver there, nice big one. It's a good fit in the slot there, if that's in view of the camera. And basically I put a spanner round the hexagon bolster there and unscrewed it. No great problem. Someone had to go with an impact driver and various things, but providing the little centre punch mark was cleaned up and sort of got out of the way, if you like, it unscrewed steadily and evenly. Probably lucky with that one, because I know they can be a bit of a swine. So the next bit I've got to try and get that sludge trap tube out as well. So we'll get that bolt out, and then the main thing on this crank is it's been battered on the end there. If that can be seen, it's a bit mushroomed over, so we've got to set this one up in the lathe and true that up. I'll take the flywheel off for that operation. So without further ado, we'll work on getting this sludge trap tube out. There's various things on YouTube of methods of tapping them with I think it's a 5/8 bolt, top 5/8 tap and then a bolt. So we'll have a go at that, and this will want a bit of clean up. It's a bit rusty, it's been stood around a while. So I'll set the camera up properly and we'll have a little go at that one first. So 9/16 AF on that. Take that bolt out. That's just got a little peg on the end for retaining the sludge trap tube. I'll just go and sort some equipment out to remove that. Right, let's go with that one. That's better. These tubes, it's turning already. Kind of do with a long series tap. Let's see if we can pull it out with the tap. It's cold this morning, we're about -2 or something, and my hands are bloody freezing. There we go. Just a case of loosening it off enough, getting the the sludge out of the way. So that's a dormer tap, so should be strong enough. Right, that's that stage. The cleaning can be left to the owner. I've set the crank up in the lathe, as you can see. I've got a long travel indicator set up, and I've just been playing about and dialed that in, and we're less than half a thou. Now, if I spin this, let me just put this camera stable. Hang on. Right, if we spin this like this now, the weight of that will obviously throw it all over the place. We can't do that. We've got to support this end as well. So I'm going to go and get the fixed steady out and see if I can get that on there. I'm not sure if there's enough room. Ideally, you would put the centre up there. I say ideally you put a centre up there, but that's been hammered, so we don't know that that's even true. And in fact, looking at it there, you can't really get in close enough. Looking at it there, that's not running anything like. So I've got to support that end and true that centre up ideally first. So let me just stop the camera a moment and go and dig out the steady rest. Right, I've been fiddling about for a little while and set up the fixed steady there. This has been sort of under the shelves for a while. I don't use it very often. In fact, it didn't even get painted when I tidied the lathe up. I can only just get on to the edge of the journal where the bearing goes, and then I've got no room much to pick up to check for trueness. At the moment see the clock there, I'm sort of couple of thou at that point there, but I've got the Woodruff key in the way there as well. So I'm going to have a little try and see if I can get in down here to check it's running true on this journal face. So back in a moment once I've set up. Right, just about managed to get into there in the crank. There's a hole in that where that bearing goes at that point there, which you won't see. So I've got to watch the plunger doesn't drop into that, but with, again, apologies for all the hand moving of the camera, that's with the steady rest nipped up, and on the journal there we've got, just nudged it, we've got probably less than a thou, certainly probably around about half a thou on the end of there on the journal. So that's it, I'm ready to clean up. What I'm going to do first, move the camera out, what I'm going to do first is run it up very slowly and recenter that and see what that looks like, and once that's recentered we could probably get this out of the way and put a centre up to the back of it. Well, maybe face that off a little first. What runs on here is the oil seal. It runs in the outer timing cover, I believe, from memory, and there's an oil seal for the oil feed in there. So it's a little bit forgiving, but it obviously wants cleaning up better than the big old mushroom that's on it now. So I'll get set up for centre drilling now. I'm going to start off. I'm on 85 RPM on the gearbox, and I've got the variable speed turned right down. So we'll start up and we'll dial it in slowly. Just check everything clears. And what I'm going to do is put a spot of oil I've got a spot of oil. Just where them bronze bearings are there. That's it, that's running nicely. I'm going to take it up slowly, and I'm just keeping my eye on vibration. That's not doing too bad. And we'll go in and read through that centre. I'll just keep checking him. Yeah, it's quite a bit out, that is. Nice true chip coming off there. Okay, stop at that. We'll slow it down rather than just stop it and then bring it up slowly again. I don't want to sort of whack it in. So get him out of the way. And we'll set the tool post up. Right underneath here. The little camera's just on the tool post. So I'll bring that in, take it around the other side. Just check it out a little bit. Sure we can get in. Ooh, yeah, just about. Again, bring it up, put it in, powered on, and bring it up slowly. And you can see how bad that's swinging about there. And I'm just taking it off a little tiny bit at a time, until we've got a true face again. Whether this can be done in a crank grinder I don't know if anybody out there knows, then put it in the comments please. Okay, that's enough of that one. Again, slow it down and knock it off that way. Right, that's tidied that up nicely. Right, I don't think I'm going to quite get in around the steady rest like that, so I'm just going to look for another tool. Okay, quick tool change. Same again. Should we put some light on? I really want to just take that mushrooming off. It's about, what time we're on? 7:15 in the evening. I'm getting a little bit tired now, to be honest. I've been up since about 5 o'clock. I'm just hand feeding this. I think that's got most of it. Turn it slowly and let it dwell on the cut a little while. What this really wanted was a tool post grinder to get a nice finish at a slow revolution. We haven't got one of those. What we have got is an air driven file, small belt sander. I'm just going to get that. And I'm just going to run that on the edge of there if I can get it in, just to give it a nicer finish. Going to put a slight chamfer on it as well. And then just a little bit of manual emerying. Just to take off any turn that way actually. Just take off any rough bits. As the last, then a bit of Scotch-Brite. We'll just polish that up a little bit. That's it, that'll do it. Get close enough there, if it stays in focus. There's our end, nicely cleaned up. It's barely gone to the same level as the original. The end's nice and flat. That's it, that should be fine. I'll just advise the chap to check the seal fit just before it goes on. A little bit of dressing there with a needle file. I'll sort that in a bit. There's a little sharp bit there where the thread starts. Well, essentially that's it. I'll get this out now. So there we go. Nice little job. Save the end of the crank there. Just a little bit fiddly to set up, really. So you've been better with that flywheel on, but I'm not going to the trouble of taking that off for that little bit there, and it's cleaned up nice. Them little things are quite useful on the lathe, a little rotary file, or whatever they call them, little belt sander. Quite a useful thing. They do a little electric one as well, like the Black & Decker power file. That's the word I'm looking for, power file. I'm trying to think of it all night. So that was done. Right, next next job we're probably looking at, I don't know what order this is going to come in again. We've got a Norton head there for stripped exhaust port threads. I've been wanting to do one of these for quite a while. I started making some preparations towards it a year or so ago, so hopefully we'll get onto that soon, or next, or whatever comes along in the meantime. As I say, it's still sort of cold evenings at the moment, and my enthusiasm for being in the garage and the workshop isn't quite fully there yet. So as ever from me, thanks for watching. Have a great new year, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.